everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz and in this video we are going to be talking about all things mini Forever Flawless palettes. I bought all of them. Yes, I know, a bit excessive, but I'm a collector and I just had to buy all of them. Maybe I'll do a series where I eventually get through all of them, but I did only just use the one, which was Dynasty, because it is my absolute fave. I do swatch them all and talk about them, but this one was my absolute fave, so I had to use it. And yeah, this is the look I created. If you want to see how it worked and how it swatched and everything like that, then just stay tuned. So the black and white one, which is Ebony and Serenity, their packaging is actually matte. It's quite nice. If I compare it to the others, look how metallic they are, and then look how matte. There's no shine to them whatsoever, and they're in the Flawless like tin packaging, which again I've said is not my favourite packaging because it's just quite, it's always like tight. Let's see. However, I really do like the I Heart Tasty packaging. That is my favourite packaging overall. So I can't really, it's not really showing. Let's just get straight into Serenity. And the names are on a piece of plastic, which is so annoying, but I'm going to start swatching them for you. And we have a pressed glitter in there, and the rest are either mattes or shimmers. They're so soft. This is the first time I'm swatching these palettes, but they are really soft. So you got a matte white, like a cool tone brown, a nice shimmer, and the pressed glitter. Then let's do the next row, which again, they are really soft. This one here is much softer than the rest of them, so I think the shimmer formula in that is just a different one. We've got like a off beigey colour there, and there's the rest of them. It's quite nice because you've got 4 mattes and you've got 4 shimmers, so you can literally do a nice little neutral look with a pop of glitter on your lid. So it's a nice palette. Now it is time to swatch Ebony, and again, piece of paper with the sheet of names, but look at the colours in this one. And they all have like art indented into them. So again, this has 4 mattes, 4 shimmers, which is okay. We'll swatch them. Oh, that's like a duo. Oh, okay, they are all really nice colours. The top one is really hard to see, but it's like a duochrome. Let me try and see if I can. I don't think you can. Yeah, it's really hard to translate, but it's got like a pinkish purplish hue to it. In every palette they have a really soft shimmer, and this palette is this colour down here. I love the colour scheme of this palette already, absolutely love it. And I'm hoping you can see that top colour. Okay, let's swatch the next one. This is the next palette. It's a rose gold one and it's in the shade Eternal. This is what it looks like on the inside. One of my favourite palettes because it's got some pinks in there. So let's swatch the first row for you. I feel like there's like 3 or 4 formulas in this palette, in all of them. That's pretty nice. And we've got a pressed glitter in the palette as well. Never really used them, but maybe today we can use one. Maybe that one. So this one is called Ambient. This is proper, like you've got your bright fuchsia pinks in there. So let's see how this one swatches. The mattes are so soft. So the top one you're not going to see because it's literally just a white shade. And the next one's like really pale cool toned. As I said, you're not going to see the top 2 colours. It's nice. This one here is a pressed glitter, just to let you know. It's a nice one. A bit more of a crumblier formula than the other glitters. The purple palette is called Mesmerized. I really wish there was more shades of purple in here. I know it looks decent, but more like matte purples in there, because you've got like basically two, a pink and a purple. I wish there was more. So the first shade you're not going to see because it's so white. It'd be a good blending out shade. We've got this like weird bluey shade which looks really nice. I think my swatches are just getting bad because my fingers are drying up now. It's nice, just wish there was more matte purples in there. This green one is called Everlasting, and I actually really like this one for some reason. So again, we've got a matte cream shade, so that's not going to show up on my skin. You're not going to see it that well. Oh, that green, it's like a forest green, I love it. And then the last four. It's a really nice green palette. There's only 3 mattes in here, so that's going to be quite difficult, but it is a nice palette. I wish there was more matte greens in this. Then we got the blue palette called Tranquil. So they've got that putty formula shade, which is this first shade. Let me just show you it the right way around. This shade here. Formula in this one's really good. Wow. You can see my arm is completely stained. I love this bronze shade. To be fair, don't go off the swatches from my arm at how pigmented these are, because my hands are really dry even from wiping them each time. I think these are quite good. It's just my swatching. That's quite a nice colour. Alright, now we're moving on to my favourite. Well, I feel like this is going to be my favourite palette, the next one. So stay tuned. This is Dynasty. This is my favourite palette of all. It's got those burnt red shades. It's got like nice transition shades. I feel like this is just going to be my autumn go-to. So let's swatch it, and I probably will do a look with this one. Wow. We're going to use this palette, definitely. All of them swatched so well. So I want to go in with this shade here called Noble in my crease, like I usually do. Well, not all the time, but nice little dark shade there. And I've got the P. Louise base on, which has creased within seconds. That was so easy to put down, and now I'm going to blend it out with a little bit of Ruby. Actually no, Scarlet. Let's blend it out with Scarlet. I don't know if you can see, but I've got a patch right there that won't disappear. I'm going to keep working at that. Let's go in with this shade called Rain. Lightens up the edges, which I like. And then for my lid, I'm going to go in with this bronzy shade called Queen. Let's see how it does dry first. Wow. Can't go wrong with a nice gold, can you? I feel like Revolution have stepped up their game with their shimmers, which means I haven't had to wet my brush or cut my crease in a very long time. Just look at that. I'm so impressed with this palette. I just want to put a little bit of that glitter on my lid, which is called Grand. Now I'm going to try a brush and see if that picks up any. Oh, it does. I don't want too much. So it's all fallen on my cheek, but that's okay because I've done my eyes before my cheeks and I just want a little something. You probably would need a glitter glue with this, but I don't mind because I'm not going nowhere. Just going to take our blending brush and blend out the edges very softly. And I'm going to do the usual go off camera and do my winged liner. So far this is what the base is looking like. I've used my trusty favourites, which is my NYX Honey Jumia MUA Pro Base, Conceal and Define Concealer, and my Revolution Pro CC Powder. Best combo ever. Now I'm going to use my favourite bronzer at the moment, which is the Coffee Bronzer in Latte, which is from the I Heart range. You get a lot of kickback from this, but it is a really lovely bronzer. And for blush, I haven't used this in a little while. I'm going to go in with Roxy's blush, this second shade at the bottom. Also just put my favourite highlighter on at the moment, which is this I Heart Revolution medium contour palette. I don't use that because that's way too dark, but the highlight, perfect. I want to go under the lashes with the darkest red in here called Noble. Then a bit of ruby on the inner corner. There's actually no inner corner and highlight shade, so I'm going to just take my contour palette and use that as the highlight. The shade here is so good. And for lips, I'm going to do a mixture of Natural Collection Espresso and Rumba. That is such a good lipstick by Revolution Pro. It's their new neutral satin matte lipsticks. Favourite combo at the moment. I've just used the I Heart Revolution Chocolate Dip Mascara and the Barry M High Vis Liner in False Alarm on my waterline. This is the final look. What do you think? I'm actually really impressed with that red palette. I feel like out of all of them, it's probably the most pigmented. I love all these little palettes. They're really nice. They're really travel friendly. I don't like the packaging because this keeps popping out and you keep having to slot them back in, which is really annoying. But I really enjoy them. A lot of them have enough mattes in there. I think, which one was it? The green one I feel like doesn't have enough mattes in there. There's only 3, but the rest of them I feel like they do, and they're very travel friendly. It is nice packaging. Some people really like it. It's just not my personal preference favourite. My favourite is got to be the Tasty range. They're just, it's so much nicer, and comparing them size wise, the Tasty range is just that little bit smaller. So these little palettes do retail for £6.99, so that's £7 for these, which I do think they're worth it because all of Revolution's makeup has gone up in price. But I have a feeling that's to do with Brexit because all over things are going up in price. So yeah, these are £6.99. I got them on offer when they were like 4 for free or something. So you can just wait for a deal or just buy the one you want. You don't have to be like me and buy the whole collection, but it's a very good deal, £6.99, or wait for it to go on offer for 4 for free on their site. But yeah, and their point system is really good. Like, I've already got £10 in points, so I can't wait to get some more points from them. And I've got a big order coming. Well, I should have placed that order by now by the time this video goes up, so I'm very excited for that. But overall, I'm pretty impressed with this palette, these little palettes, and highly would recommend them. So if you like this video, please smash a huge thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I will see you soon. Bye guys.